Hello everyone, my name is Zeynep and this is my slide deck about Paraguay. So let me begin. Paraguay, the hidden heart of South America, a visual dossier on Guarani culture, untamed landscapes, and the B-side of the continent. Paraguay is a nation of dual identity. It is South America's only truly bilingual country where the indigenous Guarani language is spoken daily alongside Spanish. Its history is shaped by 3 centuries of Spanish colonial rule, the utopian Jesuit missions, and the fierce independence won in 1811. The reality for a visitor is an unspoiled landscape, free from the tourist tat of its neighbors. This is a place of where red earth roads meet damp Atlantic forests. Guarani gastronomy. The traditional daily diet here bypasses the wheat bread, cheese, and wine of Europe in favor of indigenous ingredients. The absolute foundational staple is mandioc, also known as cassava. It is served boiled with almost every meal, a direct replacement for bread. Next is sopa paraguaya or Paraguayan soup. Despite its name, this is a solid, savory cornbread like dish baked with cheese and onions and eaten as a bread substitute. And finally, chipa, a traditional dense cheese and cassava flour bread baked fresh and sold everywhere from craft towns to roadside stands. Meat culture and terroir. Meat culture is strong, found in the churrasquerias, which are roast meat heavens that also surprisingly offer wide varieties of high quality vegetarian salads. You'll find milanesas and empanadas in every town, and there is a unique cultural quirk, the petrol station breakfast, where 24/7 stations serve media lunas and the beloved super pancho, a loaded hot dog with cabbage and sweet corn. But the true heart of the culture is the sacred ritual of tereré, the iconic shared drink of cold water, yerba mate, and herbs. Everything in Paraguay stops for a round of tereré. There is also cocido, a warm sweetened mate beverage consumed in place of standard coffee or tea. The urban hubs. The urban hubs range from colonial capitals to neon boom towns. In the south, on the Parana River, is Encarnacion, known as the Pearl of the South. It's famous for its summer beach and for hosting Paraguay's largest and most vibrant annual carnival. The capital city, Asuncion, features a burgeoning cafe scene, the historic Panteon Nacional, and the newly developed Castanera Riverwalk. And on the eastern border is Ciudad del Este, a neon swathed commercial boomtown and a massive hub for duty free shopping. The Triple Frontier. This eastern region is also home to the Triple Frontier and an engineering marvel. The Itaipu Dam, shared with Brazil, is the world's second largest hydroelectric dam. It generates 80% of Paraguay's electricity and 20% of Brazil's. To offset its environmental impact, the dam's management supports the Guarani Land Museum and the Tati Yupi Biological Refuge. A short distance away is the landmark of the three borders, an obelisk viewpoint is Presidente Franco, where the Parana and Iguazu rivers converge, uniting Paraguay, Brazil, and Argentina. The Cascades. The region is also defined by its powerful waterfalls and hidden lagoons. There is Salto del Monde, the Ciudad del Este Falls, an impressive 40-meter high waterfall dropping into a forested gorge, offering a tranquil alternative to Igau's crowds. Then there's Salto Cristal, a hidden gem deep inside the Atlantic forest, with shimmering waters cascading into a swimmable natural lagoon. And of course, the world wonder that is Iguazu Falls, is just over the border, easily accessed from Ciudad del Este. The Untamed Wild. Beyond the rivers and forests lie two vastly different untamed wildernesses. First, the Gran Chaco, known as the Green Desert. It's a vast, semi arid wilderness covering western Paraguay, home to unique bottle trees, giant armadillos, and isolated Mennonite agricultural colonies. Second is the Pantanal, one of the Earth's most important ecological sanctuaries. This flooded flatland, shared with Brazil, boasts the highest phenol concentration in the Americas, with key wildlife including jaguars, caimans, tapirs, and the giant jabiru stork. National parks and protected wetlands. As you can see, Caro Cora National Park and Ubichi National Park and Nimbuchu Wetlands. So these are the three parks and wetlands in the Paraguay. And these landscapes are protected within a system of national parks and wetlands, which preserve this incredible biodiversity for generations to come. Hidden within the landscape is what some call the forgotten Arcadia, the Jesuit mission of Guarani. These are 17th and 18th century settlements, known as reductions, where indigenous Guarani were protected from European exploitation. They, love, they have left behind stunning ruins declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1993. This enduring heritage is also alive in the country's craft towns. Araguaia is the undisputed Paraguayan capital of pottery, famous for its agricultural fairs, including the mango fair in February and the strawberry fair from August to September. Yaguaron is home to an original 16th century Franciscan church, a simple wooden building from the outside, but inside a gloriously harmonious extravaganza of painted and carved wooden altarpieces. And Caazapá is a surprisingly pristine town rooted in 1607 Franciscan history, defined by its palm-lined avenues and the famous Yucca Bolanos spring. Preparing for the journey. So, how do you prepare for this journey? For many nationalities, including citizens of the USA, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand, a visa on arrival is available, granting a 90-day tourist stamp. There are no direct flights from Europe or the US. Connections are standard through Sao Paulo or Buenos Aires via LATAM or Air Europa. The ideal time to visit is from September to early December or March to May, when the weather is warm and comfortable. You should avoid the extreme summer heat of January and February. Ground logistics. On the ground, this is an economy of cash. The currency is the Paraguayan guarani. While the credit cards are accepted in the major cities, cash is absolute king for rural markets, street food, and small towns. For navigation the country, long distance bus networks are cheap, reliable, and the primary way to move between major hubs. Rental cars are ideal for remote areas like Chaco, but an international driving permit is legally required. For border crossings, the Friendship Bridge connecting to Brazil can be crossed by bus, van, or a simple 10-minute walk, which helps you avoid the heavy car traffic. Regarding security, the vast majority of Paraguay requires only normal travel precautions. It is a welcoming and safe country for tourists. In cities, it's wise to use official taxi ranks and avoid flashing smartphones to prevent petty theft. However, we advise exercising increased caution in specific northeastern departments bordering Brazil due to a weaker police presence and organized smuggling routes. The Paraguayan Promise. In conclusion, Paraguay rewards the intrepid traveler. It is a destination for those seeking genuine Guarani culture, uncrowded colonial ruins, and vast, untouched wilderness. It is truly far from the well trodden tourist trails of South America. Thank you for listening.